This is
What
it.
is the name of this room? Is it all these people listening to this room?
Yeah, all these people are now
Oh,
listening
that's
to the room.
hilarious.
So people, we do this for 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, this is crazy. All these people just joined?
Yeah. Have you ever? You've had a lot of people.
Bro, this is bananas. Look at the
Yeah.
scroll.
See, this is big.
Thousands of people just joined.
Immediately.
That is nuts.
And they're all just mining Bitcoin and listening to this.
What is the name of our room?
I think it's just, I don't even know what it is. I think it's just Joe Rogan or no, it's just Tim Dillon. But now the people that you're in it, I didn't name it. You can name it anything you want, but I didn't name it.
How come you didn't name it?
I just didn't name it. I wanted people to be surprised. This is a big moment for Clubhouse.
Oh, Christ.
And then people are going to come in soon. Like the Weinsteins are going to be here in like 3 seconds. I don't know why they're not here already. Because
why isn't Eric talking over us right now?
I have no idea. Eric is going to go. Eric's probably like pulled his car over to the side of the road right now and killed his family to get on this right now.
See, this is why we can't have an unfettered conversation. It's people like you.
Oh, she's definitely in here.
This should be fettered.
This has to be fettered and moderated and
yeah, we need to fetter things.
Yeah, once she figures it out, she'll be in here big time. So this is the app, and you could just jump into different rooms and talk to people about like, are you good for science?
Am I good for science?
Yeah, that was a room.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Progressive or problematic? Is that what it said?
Yeah, I mean,
I try to be good for science. I really do, folks. How many people are in this fucking room, man?
We've got about.
There's almost 2,000 people in there.
So the max will be the max is 5,000 until they open it up. The max will be 5,000.
I just want to say that I'm here against my will. And Tim Dillon, who's been kicked off Airbnb and cut the line at Whataburger, he forced me into this.
This is, I think, a good move for Joe. I think I just want to get Joe comfortable with being listened to by a lot of people.
Yeah. Okay.
So
what do we talk about?
I mean, we talk about anything,
Talk about how I lured you into Austin, only to trap you with the weather.
We're all here in Austin, and, it's a great time to be here, and we're all, boiling water to live.
Yeah, but it's okay. A lot of people lived on dirt floors. That's why we're here today. People lived when there was no such thing as electricity. How about that? That's how you get to be a human.
That's a great point.
There's a lot of evolution has to take place, and sometimes things go backwards.
People live when you couldn't get on a plane. They can't go with your family.
People get angry when they find out someone's a prepper. Like, what do you want them to do? Starve to death, you fucks?
That's a great point. People look negatively at the prepper community, and yet the preppers are smart.
Well, I was telling you, I don't know if I told you, but I have an apocalypse truck. Like I built a truck that has a giant gas tank. It's a 1995. I didn't build it. I'm an idiot. I hired Jonathan Ward from Icon to build it. It's in the back. I'll show it to you. But it's a truck that can literally drive over anything. And it came in really handy this week. I mean, I had to go to Home Depot to buy a grill because if the power goes out, you got to be able to cook. So I bought lump charcoal and one of those little Weber grills. And I drove my truck out there, and people are sliding off the fucking road and slamming into ditches. I was fine.
Yeah,
I'm a prepper.
You're a prepper, but you also are somebody who likes to survive. Like, you think a lot about survival.
Well, I don't think about survival that much, but I do worry that people take for granted that the way things are now, they will always be this way. I think there's a tendency to look at things because it's, that's one of the things about marijuana, right? Like people say when you smoke pot, you get paranoid. But I think what that paranoia is, there is real paranoia for sure. But there's also people recognizing that like, hey, like we're vulnerable. And I don't think about that vulnerability because it's inconvenient and it keeps me from like doing like normal everyday tasks.
But that's because you're smart enough to make the connection what real vulnerability is. Because a lot of people just get high and go, I think the guy behind me in McDonald's is a cop.
Yeah, well, sometimes he is a cop.
Right. It's a good point.
Right? Like if someone says like, I worry that the government's listening to me. Well, then you listen to Edward Snowden talk about it. You go, oh, they
Right.
are. They
Yeah.
fucking really are.
So it's good to be a little bit of a prepper, and it's good. So the thing with
Yes.
the thing with the Clubhouse app is there's all these people in the room. There's like 2,000 people in the room. There are people with their hands raised because they want to talk to you. We're not letting them in.
There's people with their hands raised?
Yeah, they
Wait a
want to
minute. Let
speak
me
to you.
look at this video thing. Where
They
is
want to
this?
they
Where
want
do
to
you see
say
their
hello
hands
to Joe
raised?
Rogan
How do you know their hands are raised?
because I see it because I started the room, and on the bottom there's 260, 277, 280. It keeps going up. People that want to talk to you.
Come on.
Swear to
Really?
God. Yeah.
Jamie's showing me right now.
Are you unaware of
Jamie's
this? You're
explaining it to me.
you're a famous person.
I'm not
Are you
paying
unaware?
attention to anything, man.
Yeah. Are you unaware of you are popular and famous?
Is Eric? Eric doesn't have his hand. Eric's in the room, or is
Yeah,
I'm following him?
we're gonna bring Eric up right now.
Eric, hey, sweetie.
Here we go. Here he is. Here comes
We
Eric.
bringing him in?
Yes, he's in.
Hey guys,
boy.
what's going on?
Hey, fella.
I can't
What's
believe they
up?
got you too. You were just telling me to get off this app.
Listen, I'm hammered. Tim and I just did a podcast. I had a couple of drinks and I smoked a cigar, and we're in.
Well, we're all on DMT and here to welcome you. So nice to see you.
Well, that's not true. Don't lie to me. I'm vulnerable.
Are you kidding? I'm eating frogs as we speak.
What are those little things in the corner of people? These little images in the corner of their like, what is that little thing?
The party hat?
I have no idea.
It's a party hat. Is that what it is?
The party
is
hat
that?
is to tell people to be nice to you because you don't know the rules and culture of the app yet. It's protected.
Really?
Right. You're new.
Wait a minute. The party, that's what the party hat is? Like to tell people to be nice to me?
Exactly.
That's
Because
kind of cute.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
As if-
It's
Okay.
a way to welcome you to the app because you're not familiar with all the rules yet.
What
but
happens if I accidentally click on one of these people? I'm scrolling through this.
click on them and now they come up to talk to us. You
Oh no, we don't want that, right?
No, you're
Well,
not a moderator. Give him the power, Tim. Make him
Yeah,
a moderator.
okay,
no,
ready?
don't give me any
Everything up.
fucking power.
Joe, you've
I
just
don't
been
want
made a
any power.
moderator. You choose
Shit.
your destiny.
Shit. All right, I'm gonna.
You can
pick
bring
that
someone
looks
up to
interesting.
talk.
Can I get rid of him though? Once I invite him in?
Yes, you
Yeah,
can move
try
to
getting
audience.
rid of me. You can do that right now. You can
No,
move
I don't
into the
want to
audience.
get rid of you. I love you. Come on, man. Don't be
Not you,
insecure.
sir.
So what's happening, man? Hey, what was the verdict? Am I a problem to science, or am I okay?
Definitely, you're a pox on the face of science. You've embraced. No, people don't feel it. What they concluded was that you were 80% amazing and 20%, wait for it, problematic.
I agree with that.
Really? You only 20%?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't do a lot of math, but I would say there's definitely an argument that some of the shit I say is useless.
I think there was a good argument actually that said that maybe we should introduce people to a non-sanitized version of science, which is messier and crazier. And that in fact, maybe what you're actually doing is closer to reality, where people have to say things that are wrong in order to make their, way to the frontier.
The frontier. Ugh. How many people are in this fucking room?
We got about 3,000 right now, Joe.
Jesus Christ.
And so at the bottom, the followed by the speakers, those are the people that me and Eric follow. And usually to grow rooms on Clubhouse, you bring people like Adam, who's a really cool dude. He's a VC guy, venture capitalist in Austin, and he's like Mr. Austin. He's in the room. Like there's a lot of people that are followed by both me and Eric. And then usually these rooms grow, and it's an interesting thing. And I spend about 5 to 7 hours on here every day. And I know you have a lot of time, so you can do that too.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of time. That's the problem. It's the reason why I've resisted this. Tim talked me into doing this. We just did a podcast. It'll be out tomorrow. And Tim is in another room, right next to me here. And Jamie is sitting here shaking his head, going, don't do this. Don't do this.
What if
Jamie's
Spotify finds out you're hanging out on Clubhouse? Then you're gonna have real problems.
Do you think so?
Actually,
I don't think it's in my contract.
Well, I would imagine that also, one of the things that people assume is that somehow Spotify has control over you, and I think it's quite the other way around. I think that the weird thing about this app is that the monetization stuff hasn't been figured out, and the key question a lot of us have is what will be the effect on long form podcasting if this kind of spontaneous stuff with more interactive stuff more interactive features takes
if this
off.
somehow kills long form podcasting, then it deserved to die.
Well, that's interesting, because the other question is that this is sort of like Discord, but Discord has more features, and the crazy feature of this thing is that it has fewer features, and that may actually increase the benefit of the experience. We're still trying to figure that out.
Interesting.
I'm waiting for Clubhouse to give me a buyout.
How much would it cost?
$2,700.
That's all it takes, and you're out.
No, if they gave me like $3 million, I would just do everything.
What if they just reinstated you on Airbnb?
If they did that, then I would owe them a lot too. So if anyone's worked for Airbnb, so Joe, can I let Adam speak? He's like, he owns Austin, literally.
No
Okay.
more people.
Adam,
four
sorry.
fucking people.
Adam, I tried.
We have 4 people in this fucking room. Isn't that enough? You do a podcast with 4 people. People are talking over each other.
That's a good
and
point.
One of them is Eric Weinstein's 2.5 people. So we have a lot of people.
I will be less.
Come on, man. Don't be less.
Joe, do you think, but the potential for the app is kind of interesting.
Yeah, for people that want to waste a lot of time talking to strangers, it's a great move. What did Jamie say? What did you say, Jamie? Jamie just got a text from someone about Clubhouse.
You're too productive.
About the one I'm in.
You got to realize that you should spend.
Well, no. I'm not too productive. That's not true.
Yes.
Listen. I am the laziest disciplined person I've ever met in my life, and I know this. And I can't be involved in something like this. It's too much of a time suck. It has
an interesting addictive quality because, like, you know, you could just go on at any time and kind of get into it with people. It's instant friends. It's a great.
I was talking to Naval on the phone. Naval Ragon. I was talking to him on the phone about this, and he was the one who sent me the first invite. I actually followed his invite. That's how I'm here. And he was saying all these glowing things about it, and I'm like, okay, but it seems like it wastes a lot of time. And there's a pause. He goes, yeah, I waste a lot of time on there. I'm like, I can't do that, man. I can't fucking do that. Smart people waste time on this.
Well, one of the things that I think isn't clear is that a lot of what the app is has to do with collisions between people who you'd be dying to hear a conversation between. So when you get one of these alerts that tells you that 2 people you didn't know even knew each other are in a room talking about some topic that's interesting, and then you get like 3 of these alerts and you have simultaneous rooms in which any one of these conversations would be very unusual, I think that's going to either go down or increase over time. It's unclear whether it's a novelty effect or whether, as people discover more different, more combinatorial possibilities, whether the thing is going to increase in interest. I'm completely unclear.
I wish I paid attention to what you just said, but I didn't. So
what else has changed? I'm just saying that you'll get notifications that, like,
my notifications are off. I don't even have my fucking real name, man. They wouldn't let me have my real name. Someone stole my name.
Yeah,
criminals.
It's crazy, but
criminals.
I think that, Joe, you only start to enjoy the app when you're like, you have to just commit a serious amount of time to it, like I have, and then just keep going on. And, you know, I mean,
good call.
It's a fun. Don't you want to network, Joe? Don't you want to be successful? This is what it's for.
Joe, this could make your career.
Yeah, Joe. Don't you want to grow an audience? This is why you're on it.
You could seriously get up to 50,000 followers quickly.
Why do you think people do this? What do you think is the appeal of this?
It's a good way to network.
COVID.
Well, if you're isolated and you're like, basically I use this to walk my dog and do my dishes, which is embarrassing, but it's pretty amazing the thing you have to be careful about is if you're talking while you're on the can, you have to be really good with the mute button.
When you flush, you mean? People don't want to know that you flush.
Let's lead over this topic and get to the next one. Tim, what do you got for me?
Another topic.
But no, Joe, what this is good networking. Like, you meet people that you wouldn't know from regular life. So you can become friends with people in all different worlds.
What? There's different worlds?
Yeah. Like Bitcoin and woke politics and everything. I mean, everybody's on the house, man.
Oh, okay. My friend Leah Lamar is in here.
Yeah. Okay. She wanted to say something, but you said there were too many people. So
yeah, but I know her. We can invite her to speak.
Bring her up. Then bring Leah up.
Okay. She's in here.
Hey, Joe. Hey, Tim. Hey, Eric.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
What's up?
Joe,
what's up, woman?
I'm so happy to see you.
I'm happy to talk to you too.
Wait, I have a question. Why, of all the photos you have of you, why did we decide on this one?
Well, I just took it moments ago. I took it right before I got on. This is all I'm being like lured into here by Tim Dillon. He has some sort of ulterior motive for me being on this.
He wants to sell you Bitcoin.
Maybe.
Is it working, Tim?
I'm just trying to try to help Joe out to succeed. So I'm trying to bring him on a platform where he can meet interesting people and, try to grow his thing.
Is this the biggest platform you have, Leah?
It is, Joe. I'm having a blast on here, to be honest.
How many people you got?
Clubhouse.
How many people follow you on this thing?
Too many, Joe.
Oh my God, you have 119,000 followers? Holy shit. How long have you been on this thing?
Well, so I got invited in early December, and then I didn't really start using the app until like kind of mid-December because I was confused on how to use it, and I wasn't like properly onboarded, and it's a little confusing at first. But now I live here. I'm embarrassed to show you my screen time of how many hours I spent on here. This is my home. I should pay rent here.
Leah's an OG.
Is it a good thing?
Yeah, it's the best thing.
Leah's an OG, and there's a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun on here. Joe, I know you may not love to hear this, but so Tim did the show that Nicole and I host. Nicole's in the audience too. Nicole Benham. She brought me on the app. We do a stand-up show every 2 weeks on here, and it's super fun because we get a crowd. You can get a crowd of over 5,000 people in a room. We haven't hit that
Friedman
number yet.
Just tried to jump in. You can get a crowd of how many people? Wait,
I let
how many
Lex
people?
in.
You can. I think the rooms now go up to 6,500.
That is ridiculous.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, and we were able to put. Hey, Lex. We were able to put.
Well.
There goes the neighborhood.
What's up, Lex?
What's up, brother? You made it. Sorry, it's iPhone crowd.
I'm here, man.
Get an iPhone.
You need to get an iPhone? Is that what you said?
No, this made me get an iPhone. There's no Android. That's one of the reasons.
No, really?
No Android, people.
Oh, that's rude. You have a separate phone just for Clubhouse?
For Clubhouse and for testing apps on iPhone. Yeah.
Interesting.
By the way, Naval is here as well as Mark Andreessen. So this is sort of the weird attraction to it is that what would it take to have all these people in real life end up in the same place? It's much more difficult.
Naval's in the room? Where's he at?
Yeah, he's in the audience.
Too many people.
He's not that far down.
How far is he? Where is he? Where's Naval? I can't find him.
Second row from the bottom.
Not my row.
Kind of
Naval's
profile photo.
Okay, he wants to be invited. I invited him to speak. Here we go. Hey, motherfucker. You're the reason why I'm here.
I know. I'm sorry. Sorry to drag you into this.
I was just explaining. I don't know if you heard, but I was explaining that you and I were having this conversation over the phone, and you were telling me how great it was. I go, seems like a waste of time, though. And you're like, yeah, I waste a lot of time here.
But what else do you do with your life anyway? I mean, aren't you frozen in right now?
No, I drove here. I'm at work. I'm at the studio. Tim Dillon did the podcast with me today. It's not been that bad, man. It's like it's been bad for people that didn't have power and didn't have heat and didn't have food. But I'm like a semi-prepper. So I was prepared, at least slightly. I have a vehicle that can kind of drive over anything. And I had plenty of food at my house. And, I grew up in Boston, man. I'm used to this shit. It's not that big a deal to me to have frozen roads. You can't go.
The lesson of 2020 is that prepping pays off.